There you go. There you go. Ridiculous. One might say I'm lost. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Dave K here today, racing off this morning for some fun-filled sightseeing today. Today I did get a Dublin City Pass, so I'm going to be making the most of the day here in Dublin, checking out some sightseeing, hopefully from that hop-on, hop-off bus to the Guinness Storehouse and so much more. We'll see how much we can get through, but that's why I'm trying to go early. Let's see if we can catch this train and make our way down there. Now on the Luas train, you can see the view here. Don't know if I showed you this one before, but it's a lot more train style. But it works well, you know, gets you there. So we're making our way. Hopefully my card worked out okay. I scanned it and it said validated as opposed to like telling me a price. So maybe I'll check on the app. But making our way now. Should be enjoying all the Dublin stuff real soon. And look at this view out on our left here of the Carrick Mines. It's pretty loud when the train goes over the rails here. But hopefully you can see this beautiful view around us. You got all these hills and valleys, very green and lushful land out here. Nice to be able to sit back on the train here and enjoy the view as we're making our way. Look outside now, you can see it's raining pretty heavily. Seems like I'm gonna have to go out in that in a bit, but we'll see how things go. And here it is, did a bit of a jog, but I think I missed the last one. Big bus tours, so I think I'm going on at 10, let's find out. Hey, are you for 10 then? Did I miss? I sure am. I missed 9:30. It was close. That was it going by, right? Oh. And then is there anywhere good for food before we take off? Yeah. Okay, so Cafe Nero here, right across the street. I missed the 9:30 bus, but I caught the 10 a.m. or I'm waiting for the 10 a.m. So let's see if we can grab some breakfast for the bus. Okay, you got some good options too for sandwiches. That sounds pretty good. Ham and cheese croissant. I think I would go for that. Boom, breakfast is done. I'm trying to decide if I want to try a drink here too. Any recommendations? Any favorites? What is a ristretto? White chocolate mocha. White chocolate mocha? Please. Is it for here to go? To go. All right, I am upstairs. Got this front row here. It's a little bit chilly, but he said there was heat up here. I'll be able to see more from up here. So positioned for maximum views, and you've got some volume. Seems like you adjust there. That's nice. We'll see how it goes. Excited to take the ride. Again, hopefully the rain is not too bad. You can still see things all right. Trying to hold it super stable right at this second, because I've noticed it's been bouncy a lot, but we'll see how it comes out. And I got my white chocolate mocha here and that croissant, which was heated up for me. It's pretty nice. Not a bad croissant. Let's try the white chocolate mocha. It's not bad. Not a bad white chocolate mocha. They make them less sugary here, which I can appreciate, but could probably go for some more white chocolate. You know, I'm almost wishing I got a 3-day ticket. We'll see how things shake out, but he told me that just between the 3 distilleries, that'll take up pretty much my whole day. So we'll see how that goes. I was also thinking about those castles and so many other spots, so see how it goes.
Now I can multitask. And just standing there in the middle of the road for anybody upstairs, we have the Spire. Known to the Dublin people as the Spire in the Mire, they represent his best traits: patriotism, fidelity, eloquence, and also courage. That looks like something that belongs in the movie Harry Potter, with all its old books on display. 30 minutes! 30 minutes. Now we've just made our way onto Nassau Street, and so we have the Kilkenny Irish souvenir shop. Inside you can buy glassware, pottery and tweeds. And as you can see, the 4th floor is a nice restaurant, and inside you will see a whole load of weapons, all Viking stuff. Anybody for stock trade, for the Museum of Archaeology, free admission up until 5. If it's free, it's for me.
Awesome experience so far. Really cool.
Mr. Oscar Wilde, known for his very witty quotes such as, "Women should be loved and not understood." And to our left hand side we have the American College of Dublin, founded by Donald J. Trump. He's gonna make Dublin great again. You see Mr. Oscar Wilde to the left hand side. Looking for the National Art Gallery, jump off here, cross the road, you'll see banners on the right hand, orange coloured banners on the right. That's the National Art Gallery. That's where the leader of the country goes to work every day. That's where Micheál Martin goes to work.
It's like I guess It's like their White House.
But coming back over to the left-hand side, now if anybody is looking for a nice little pub to go into later, and as you can see, it's raining. We're actually Europe's wettest country. Every month we actually get 3 inches of rainfall. Last week it rained twice, once for 3 days and then again for 4 days.
The whole time. That's the whole time.
You will notice the windows get smaller as the building gets higher. This is to give the illusion of height. It was also a way of saving a lot of money back then, as we were heavily taxed on glass. We used to bring the coal around the house, throw it into the fireplaces, and that's how we used to keep the Georgian Dublin homes warm.
Really, really cool. I'm loving seeing all this so far. Super nice information. Be able to hear, get to see all the sights, and just overall fun vibes.
Hey, Maureen O'Hara and Laurel and Hardy. If anybody's looking for the Stevens Green Shopping Centre, it is straight ahead. Notice the large building with the glass dome. To stop 7 for Trinity College and Temple Bar. But to our right hand side we have the Little Museum of Dublin, and notice the big large doors on the St. Anne's Church to our right hand side. Dracula. Did anybody ever read the book Dracula? I found it a pain in the neck.
Ah.
It's a book I could not sink my teeth into.
Oh.
I thought it sucked.
Ah.
Now to our right hand side we have Trinity College. All the light comes in through the rooftop. And they say, if you put your money inside, it never sees the light of day again. On the left hand side that stone pillar, and behind that stone pillar is Dublin's free bed and breakfast. That's our local police headquarters. After 9:30 every evening, you will not find any Irish folk inside Temple Bar. And the reason why, because after 9:30 at night, the prices of the pints go up every 30 minutes.
Oh gosh, seriously?
True.
Wow.
Not only am I your favourite tour guide, I am now your financial advisor.
There you go, there you go. That Christ Church.
Now Christ Church, come up on our right hand side. It's Dublin's oldest building. It dates back as far as the 11th century. And we also have banners to our right hand side saying Dublinia.
And we have jumped off here at the Christ Church Cathedral. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. First stop on my fun-filled, thrilling adventure today. Not the first stop on the big bus. Just hopped off my big bus. It was a great driver there. Really enjoyed that. Now to check out Christ Church Cathedral. It sounds like Dublinia might be open. There were a few activities like Dublinia, which I read online were closed on weekdays right now. But it sounds like they're open yet again. So that's nice. And there it is over there, Dublinia. Beautiful castle, the Christ Church Cathedral here. Dublinia, if we can check it out, we shall. So much to see and do here today, but good thing I got a couple days for it. So entrance is 30 meters. I'm finding out the meters are quite short, 25 meters. All of a sudden, you get to see all kinds of cool stuff. I'm not sure what's open, what's not open, what's included, what's not included. Let's find out. My little ticket here. Make our way inside. It's looking awesome though, just from the outside. Looks like a really cool spot. And I know I have some access. I'm not sure how much. Check it out. In there, Viking, Ireland, Dublinia. Let's do it. That is exit that way. Welcome. Where's the entrance? Welcome. Okay, let's do that. Check out these Vikings on the ship on either side of us here. Really cool as well. Hey, I have the Dublin City Pass. Stepping inside now. Let's check it out. I was told all kinds of cool stuff in here. Look at this. You have a warrior right up front. In the 820s and 830s, Vikings raided the Dublin area and built a settlement here. The 841. Not 1841, 841. The foreign king was Olaf the White from Norway. I'm not sure if this is he, but really, really cool. Check this out. We got this whole exhibit here, whole experience. I want to stand here and read through it all and watch all the films, but I also only have so much time in the next couple of days. Check this out, though. You got war, trade, and you've got craft. Man, there's so much to see. So you've got the bullets up top around the end of the 8th century. Some of the Vikings began to leave their Scandinavian homelands, and this sounds like how they got here. So really, really cool. Were all Vikings pagans? Let's see what happens when we turn this. Most Vikings were pagans, but a few were Christians. Very interesting. Wow. If you look at that, you can see this burial taking place in here, Dublin, in 830. Wow, 2 Irish settlements already existed in the Dublin area in 830. That is pretty crazy. And you've got this whole history map here. So learn a little bit about what it looked like so many years ago here, over 1,000 years ago. What am I talking about? Moving through another room here. I'm not sure if this is where that demo's happening, where we make our name or anything, but I guess we shall see. You can see some of their sleeping pads and everything else.
We can also get what we call isotope analysis.
Moving through that room, seemed like there was another school event taking place back there. Really, really cool to see, but a lot more information as we go. Many goods that the Vikings traded were raw materials, but some were manufactured themselves. Really, really cool. I'm liking reading at least the top blurbs so I can try to get a good idea of what it's all about. But really, really cool history here. You know, I kind of want to stay and look at it longer, but I can also come back because I have that ticket, which is like all you care to do in the couple of days that I have. So I'm going to keep making my way and see what else I can check out here. And if you look at this, weaving was one of the most important crafts in the Viking world. Get a little demo there going on. Mostly not real humans, but I've seen a couple, so it's hard to know sometimes because they look so real. Again, seemed like a real human here at first. Kind of scary, kind of creepy. You never know. Someone's just going to start moving there. I don't think so. But you can see this kind of cabin here. Gives you a nice little video information. Types of houses that Viking lived in varied from region to region, depending largely on the materials that were locally available. Wow, very, very cool to learn about this history here, kind of how they lived. And you've got these little movies that tell you all about it as well. Look at that. No chimneys, smoking out through a hole in the roof. Very, very interesting. Would have been smoky and smelly and dark inside. That makes sense. Wow, you know, can you imagine living in this world before all the technologies we have, all the modern stuff that we have? We're very fortunate. And check this one out. Moss as toilet paper. Okay, he's got sound effects too. Very, very interesting. Okay. I think I'm done laughing about this one, but ridiculous. Super funny that they have this here. Next room, there's more class stuff going on, so we're going to try to move through it pretty quickly and quietly. But really, really cool to see around us.
On Good Friday, the battle commenced with Citric Silver. Most of his army was his family and...
Oh man, I still can't get over that last room. Oh wait, where's the name thing? Did I miss that name thing? Is that where it happens? I'm not really sure. But now I'm going upstairs. So I'm gonna have to come back to see if maybe I missed it. Maybe that class is doing it right now. Yeah, but really, really cool. Up to level 2 here. You can see medieval Dublin. Kind of gives us a, I imagine this is a floor plan telling us what's going on this level. And again, I think this name thing was downstairs, but we'll find out in a bit. And you see we've moved forward in time, so we're in the 1200s now. It seems like the walking path is directing us here, so we'll come back to this space, but we're going this way for now. Oh.
This is a rich merchant's house from the late medieval period. It's located on Skinner's Road, near Christ Church Cathedral.
Wow, you've got a much more modern feel here when you move up to the 1200s. It seems like. Look at that. You got your meal served with plates. You've got a nice fireplace set up with maybe not a chimney, but you know, more fireplace vibe. And you've got these awfully real looking people. Yeah, it's a lot here. It's kind of creepy at certain points, but definitely realistic to say the least. And take a look at the shoes here as well. It looks like this was around the time we started getting the shoes going on, and you can read some information. Oh, this is a fashion conscientious men. This particular shoe right here, yes. Whereas these are probably, oh, these are worn out. Oh, children's shoes are made from worn out adult ones. Wow, very, very interesting. And then this doesn't look so comfortable here. This one lifts left, and they were worn to protect expensive shoes in muddy conditions. Oh, okay, so you wear your shoes on top of these boot things. Cool. Whole lot of information here, so much to learn, and really, really cool to experience. Just trying to make the most of it, as well as move through it efficiently and effectively, so that we can see as much as possible today. But we can always loop back around later in the day or tomorrow. And check out this incredible scale model of Dublin. You got that greater part of Dublin in 1500, looks like. It's a 1 to 300 model. You got the Christ Church in the middle here. Look at that. That's really cool to see, you know, get an idea what it's all about. It looks like they have those stone walls surrounding the city, and it's pretty small considering the city area in the middle, at least at the time, right? You consider how big Dublin is these days. If you didn't feel the last room was super dark, here is the Black Death in Dublin. Again, if you're not looking for this sort of content, maybe skip forward about 30 seconds or a minute or so. But massive plague, you know, one of the worst. So crazy to see this information here. It's many years ago, right? 1300 we're talking about. But wow, I mean, really interesting to see. And most spots are okay, it looks like, with the videos and the pictures. Some, just like one spot I'm looking at right now, maybe not so much. But crazy to learn about this, see what it's all about, and yeah, remember this very difficult event. And that wasn't just the Black Death looked like, that was just death and disease in general, so you had leprosy as well. Moving on to more uplifting things. Look at this. You've got the stonemason crime and punishment. I guess that's a little bit lighter, a little bit more uplifting. But again, you really have to appreciate like the level of detail here, these sculptures made, and all the deep information. Look at this. Oh, this looks medieval for sure. I bet that would have been super fun to see. You know, I love to see in like the movies where they do like the jousting. It's really cool. Look at this guy back there in the screen. The medicine tent. Oh, very interesting. So maybe when they look at that. Toothache. Extract the tooth. Wow, that's quite a bit. Leprosy. Sorry, no cure. It's just a bell in there. Wow. Pox. Treat with leeches. Oh my gosh. That's, yeah, those are tricky remedies for sure. So really ancient remedies there. Really interesting to learn about though. You got your banking. I mean, just such a different lens, a different look on currency, on medicine, on everything. You know, here's scribe and you know, documentation. It seems like these are the papers I'm holding right here. So I don't know if this is where you write your name. In Runic, it actually might be, if I can figure out how to do it. You can see what looks like a trash can here. Oh, maybe I can draw some of these things myself. Would you look at that? So Mayor of Dublinia right there. Yeah, this might be cool to try to put together. This doesn't quite seem like a pencil here, but I guess it is. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm gonna need 2 hands though, so give me a second. I'm not sure if I'm actually drawing or if I'm just like pushing down the paper, because it doesn't really seem like it's you know, it's not like ink or anything, you know? And check that out right there. I think I did pretty decently. Look at that. Copied by apprentice scribe at Dublinia Fair. 1254 AD. Beautiful. Nice little souvenir here for us. I like it. Really cool. To continue around this area, you got your pie stall, you got your clothing stall, so much more. Wow, I really like this. This is a really cool area to check out if you haven't done it. Dublinia definitely has some nice sights. And look at this restroom right up here. That being said, I think I go this way next. There's the upstairs, exhibition continues, and then there's this way, which I don't think we've done yet. So we'll probably step in there. You know, a little confused by the map route, but yeah, exhibition continues upstairs. Let's try this though, see what happens. Oh, from town to city, would you look at that? You get to see the evolution of Dublin here from town to city. Archbishop, look at that, Henry Blund right there. The Dublin Castle, okay, first castle in sight. Probably built in early 1172, wow. It's just amazing, right? There's just such history to this country. And be able to see what it looked like back in that day, how it evolved into the country that it is today. I mean, these are the same lands, some of which maybe even the same people, right? The Viking people that settled here like thousands of years ago, practically. Amazing. And if you look at this, another scribing opportunity right here. Do we draw a logo? Maybe. Nah, I'm not sure I need it, but it's cool to see. And I did it, because why not? I'm here. I like it. They're so fun. Such a great time to experience this culture and just to learn all about it. Up this way, the exhibition continues. You see these little guys. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. From king to kitchen boy. Wow. Interesting. You've got this rebellion. Look at that. That is beautiful. See, I feel like I could see myself dressing like this. Maybe I should do that. Go for that kind of look. What do you think? Would that work for me? I don't know about the stocking part, but like, yeah, you know, a nice little man dress with some fur going on. I don't know. I really do like it. One thing I still didn't see is writing my name in the runic. So maybe that is that room that those kids were doing the class stuff in. I'll have to ask about it when I find another human floating around, because there's a few, but maybe they were just there for the class stuff. So yeah, I don't really know. And there you got the past beneath your feet here. Look at that, archaeology throughout those years too. And we continue into this section here. Really cool to see this section too. I'm getting more of like an archaeology feel. Can't go into that audio video theater with the cameras, but can show you the outside. So you have a lot of, this kind of reminds me of that museum. You can see experimental archaeology in the Dublinia quiz zone. Oh, very interesting. If you continue to this section, take a little quiz and see how much, you know, Viking versus medieval quiz. Okay, so it's, you know, the two different generations, seems like we saw. So it sounds like I did miss the runic. I'm gonna go back down for that if I can find it, probably where those kids were. And then we'll be onwards to the Christ Church Cathedral, which I haven't done yet either. And then I gotta get back on that bus as well. Time's flying by. But we're getting a good bit done. I'm having a great time and so glad I went for that pass. Personally, I think it makes a lot of sense considering how much I'm trying to do here today. On my loop back around here, I think this was the room where there was that class last time. Really, really cool. You've got this beautiful structure in this middle. Look at this strongbow. Beautiful bronze warrior right there. You know, I almost missed it again, but here it is in runic. See if we can write our name. Give it a shot. And here is my attempt at David. They didn't have a V, so that middle letter is a U. Hopefully you can see that I decently. It does look like an I, but the other ones look super different. Like the A looks like an F. You can see the D's are like cross-looking things, but still really cool. Glad I had a chance to check that one out. Now, making our way onward. And cool to see the gift shop on our way out here. All kinds of cool stuff you could get. There's a cafe back in that direction. You got plenty of other stuff. Look at these beautiful sculptures here. Make our way to the next spot. All right, this route is the exit to the Christ Church Cathedral. Might need to be quiet in here. It's already absolutely amazing just in the hallways here. Look at these beautiful windows. Oh, is that stained glass? I'm pretty sure it's stained glass windows. Look at that one right there. Wow, I'm excited to check this one out. I have, what do you all, city pass?
Oh, great.
Yes.
Yeah, an audio guide.
Okay.
And basically you just follow.
Absolutely incredible stained glass here again, and this architecture built into the walls. Look at this beautiful cathedral here. It's a €10 ticket, and it's starting to sound like I do have a dollar value cap on my city pass here, but it's a good amount comparatively to how much I spent on it, so we'll see how that goes. Either way, taking the walking tour and excited to check it out. There's an audio guide on my neck too, so that'll give me some insights as to what it's all about. Let's do it.
when together with the choir from St. Patrick's Cathedral, they sang the world premiere of Handel's Messiah. In fact, so great was the demand for tickets, men were requested to remove their swords, and ladies were asked to wear dresses without hoops, in order to squeeze extra people in.
Look down as you walk around the cathedral, and you will discover one of Ireland's most beautiful floors. Made up of 84,000 tiles and 64 designs, the nave and side aisles are a riot of colour and pattern.
Beautiful to see the architecture, beautiful to see the stained glass and the flooring, the whole design of the place around us.
celebrating the Holy Trinity in the center of the dome.
Next stop for us is the crypt here, moving it downstairs. Looking forward to seeing this one. And we're supposed to resume our audio tour once we get to the bottom of the stairs, but have to appreciate and marvel at the architecture along the way. It sounded like it's the oldest crypt in Ireland's history, something like that. Let's give it a shot.
The remarkable crypt in which you are now standing can boast the longest continuous use of any building in Dublin. It's 8, possibly even 9 centuries old, which was built by Citric Silkenbeard around 1030. This atmospheric vaulted space has enjoyed a colourful history over the centuries. Strip away the modern floor tiles and lighting and imagine a cavernous, candlelit space while the pomp and ceremony of cathedral life continued upstairs. Downstairs, things were quite different. As so often with buildings of this age, many stories have been told about our crypt over the years. Don't forget to take a look at the early foundations, which may belong to the Viking building which predated the present cathedral. Perhaps the most fascinating is the Liber Niger, or Black Book, containing our copy of the Magna Carta from the 1200s. King John I of England reluctantly stamped his seal of approval on a long roll of parchment, watched by a group of his barons shuffling anxiously. In this document, an important principle was written down for the first time, that even kings should be subject to the law of the land. Ireland was the first country outside England to receive the Magna Carta after it was issued.
Wow, what an incredible stop here. Love, love, love to see this, especially the crypt down here, my favorite part so far. I'm still looking for the Black Book, with the Magna Carta. I saw the White Book, but maybe that was it, and I just didn't follow that part. So I'm gonna keep looking around, make sure I see it all, but amazing. So this is it right here. I just asked and double checked here. This is that Black Book. It's one of the oldest copies of the Magna Carta, brought here in 1301. Absolutely amazing to see here. My alarm was going off, but really, really cool to get some information. Very helpful team here. Oh, it's unbelievable, like amazing experience. So glad I stopped off here. I mean, this, especially the crypt, it's just like a feeling, you know, like a tingly, amazing, incredible experience to get to be a part of this ancient history here. Wow. Oh, absolutely amazing in there. So glad I stopped off for it. Even if I have a limited budget, definitely a worthwhile stop, Christ Church Cathedral. So amazing, and learned some amazing information. Again, really helpful to gain those insights from that team member who stopped for a moment to give me a hand. Just trying to find my way out of these gates now, because this is not doing it. And when I can get across, then I'll be able to get back to that big bus stop right across the way. But look at this beautiful courtyard here. Absolutely love to see it. Christ Church Cathedral. So glad we make this stop off. Definitely worthwhile, unless you're just all about the drinking, in which case, you know, we'll make our way off to the, Tillery Distillery. You know, I thought I knew where I was going. It turns out that's stop 18 back there, and I want to be a little bit earlier than 18, so maybe it's down this way a bit. There's the bus right there, and looks like I might have just missed it. So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but maybe I should walk to the next spot. You know, I'm starting to ask myself the question now, if that's a stop 10 over there, how could this be stop 18? Because stop 10 is so many roads away. You know, it's past all these other shops. So since I'm right here, I'm just gonna stop by this stop and see where this big bus stop takes me. If it is 18, I'll just ride it around again. But maybe they're just misnumbered. I don't know if I came from this particular block. I might have come from that block, but yeah, we'll see when this one gets here. So yeah, on paper, this 18 is not matching that 18. That says High Street, whereas this says Houston Station. So one might say I'm lost. You know, it's possible. You could say that. Maybe they changed the route on us and we just, you know, missed the memo. I just saw the big bus sign outside. I'm like, oh, let me stand by the stop. But I saw the big bus go down that way and stop and pick some people up. So we'll see. It's not the end of the world. We'll make it work. So look at this map. There's Christ Church, like right there, and just to the left of it by a block or two is 10. That's got to be where I'm at geographically. So I think this 18 is actually 10. It says High Street on the sign. I don't see High Street anywhere on here. We just gonna wait it out for a few minutes to see if anyone shows up in about 5 or 10, because that should have been the next pickup time is 10. So 12:10 now is where we're at. We'll see what happens. Exciting. And you know, now I'm thinking on it, and it must have been that way that I got off the bus, over that way, because I took pictures as I was walking up to it. So maybe this can't be the right stop, but it looks geographically in the right position on the map. One way or another, we'll get on a bus before long. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm just gonna start walking. I've got the directions to the Teeling Whiskey Distillery, which I'm pretty sure is included in my pass. So see if we can just walk in that direction, catch a bus on the way. So looking across the way, that does say stop 10. So I think we might have missed it. Might have been in the wrong spot, but were we actually at 18? That doesn't make sense. Maybe we were at a new like 12 or something. Either way, walking down this way to see if we can just walk it out to Teeling. Teeling, not Teelery, Distillery. I'm also envisioning the Big Bus app would be quite helpful. Now, they told us to download the Big Bus app only after we got on the bus. I didn't see that in my reservation, but that's because I got the Go City Pass. So maybe they would tell you online, but the Wi-Fi was so difficult on the bus, I couldn't get online. So instead, I am just trying to download it now, but my phone is super slow. Honestly, you're better off with the Wi-Fi on the city bus. So keep that in mind if you're gonna take it. You're gonna wanna download that prior to your adventure, if you can. If you got Wi-Fi at your hotel, Airbnb, or whatever. I'm not sure, but this looks like it's St. Patrick's Cathedral. So we can come back for St. Patrick's Cathedral if we have time at some point. Lots to do, so little time, but there it is in front of us. Incredible, incredible to see these older buildings. And here you'll find the Hyatt Centric. I heard something about the Hyatt Centric, but I don't recall what it was because I'm not the tour guide, but here's your walking tour. Behind us, you'll find buildings and construction. All around us, more buildings, some roads and sidewalks. That being said, we're closing in. I keep seeing these Dublin bus stops. They are all over the place. You'd probably make your own tour, actually, if you wanted to, but you'd have to know where you're going. And I love that big bus because they're giving us a lot of good information, and it's a lot of fun too. They're making it a fun experience. So a bunch of tourists getting together doing stuff. It's nice. Yay, tourism. But we're getting pretty close to Teeling. Is that what it was? Teeling? Yes, and then I got my admission there, and then when we step out of Teeling, then we'll hop on the bus that's right there, and you know, we'll fix this next time around. I'm so glad I got the 2-day pass. I almost feel like I could have gotten 3, but you know, not a whole lot of time out here. I want to make the most of it, so see what we can do. Around this backward direction, you've got a backwards route to Teeling Distillery. We're gonna snake through here, and we'll be there. Not quite sure exactly. It should be straight, and then on our right in a bit. So keep our eyes open for that. Maybe just past the construction. Here it is, Teeling Distillery, right there on our left. And I'm excited for this tour. I've heard these are some incredible tours. I was told that this is 10 times as good as Guinness by the bus driver. That's crazy. So we'll see what it says. And you get free admission to the cafe and gift shop too. So see how that goes. Stepping inside now. Thanks so much for helping make today an amazing, incredible day. It was a fantastic time. I loved checking out all of the sites here. What a great use, I feel like, of the City Pass, and I'm definitely going to get more use out of it tomorrow. So if you're excited to see some of those other spots I mentioned, keep your eyes open for the next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell to stay informed of future adventures coming your way, and make your day an incredible day as well. Focus on those positive vibes. Until next time, play on.